Many aircraft are well in their development when it comes to the most anticipated airliners. In this video we take a look at the status of those anticipated airliners, and we've got also all the latest announcements of release news. So let's jump into this week's video. Welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator update video. In these videos we take a look at all the flight sim news and development in one weekly video. Now before we jump into this week's video, 73% of all people that watch the Oz Flight Sim channel are not subscribed. So if that's you and you're watching this, please hit that subscribe button. It's much appreciated and it helps us out. And also hit the notification bell so we can let you know when our next video or stream goes live. Kicking off this week's previews and announcements, and there's a few big anticipated airliners on approach. Well, they're pretty much on final, so let's kick off the roundup. The first one being DC Designs showcased this week their Concorde early in the week and gave us a little update on what the final stages of the build is doing. DC Designs have been working hard on the feature stage, which is implementation of interactions with the jetways, fuel trucks, baggage loading, and the ground power unit. This development will allow pilots to manually control the weights of the aircraft, loads, and fuel levels for the flight. Animations of the Concorde will follow suit with ground power hatches and refueling ports opening when ground support vehicles are in place. On system-wise, when it comes to the Concorde, the team is working on the finishing touches of the autopilot features such as a maximum climb, max cruise, and a full ILS. The Concorde engines are now PBR, and a few small tweaks have been made to the aircraft. No confirmed release date, but the Just Flight team posted a banner on their website featuring the Concorde, and it basically says releasing in March 2022. So it must be only a couple of weeks away, very soon. Now look at the next airliner that's in development, and it hasn't been any real updates for Airbus fans for quite some time now, but the team over at Phoenix did drop their first and only screenshot for some time now. The Phoenix A320 went into beta in early February, but we have not heard much since. The single screenshot showcases the functionality of the EFB and it shows the cockpit turnaround state. Of course, we're going to keep you posted on more Airbus Phoenix news, but this is a screenshot and we haven't seen any updates for a while, so it was worth mentioning. Just Flight last week did mention they would be providing more detail around the development and the release of the BA-146 in coming weeks. This is really a bit of a roundup and a build up for the release of the aircraft that should be releasing soon. This time around, when the team did walk us through a full flight in a blog style post from a host of screenshots and what the aircraft is doing. From what we can see from the blog is that the BA-146 will be a visually highly detailed aircraft, and it will be an in-depth complex aircraft as well. The lead developer of the project, Martin, mentioned that 146 will boast over 500 custom sound sets with the brand new Y sound set, which is really cool. We'll keep you posted of the weekly updates for the 146 as it's leading up to its release. In their weekly development of the PMDG 737 update that we have known to love, the PMDG team have been in beta with the 737 project for the past 3 weeks. Since they started testing the beta, the team did report over 250 bugs, and most of these have been logged and passed in the last week. And Robert from the PMDG team mentioned they have squashed over 200 of these bugs in the beta program, and it's moving at some pace. Still no confirmed release date, but of course the PMDG team do what they do well. They're going to keep us guessing for quite some time yet. Moving on to this week's releases, and this one goes to Phil there with their big airport release, which is Dubai International Airport. After the team launched Las Vegas and Los Angeles Airport back in December, the team now released one of the other biggest airport hubs around the world, which is Dubai. Features included modeling buildings with high resolution PBR textures, custom animated jetways, real-world terrain, sloping of the runways and the airports and the taxiways, enhanced airport lighting, custom taxiway signs, and immersive lighting. You can pick up your copy of Phil Their Dubai Airport directly from their website. I'll leave a link in the description below. Moving on to this week's sim development update news, the Microsoft team is hard at work on the next world update. They are still currently on track for the 22nd of March and also the release of the Donio aircraft alongside that with the update. Other than that, the sim development news was pretty slim this week because the team is hard at work with the eye on the prize at getting the release ready for us. When it comes to third-party updates, there have been 8 new airports that have been released in various stores around the globe. 1 new aircraft, but I'm yet to find out where that is, so if you do happen to find out, please let us know in the comments below. It's also been 3 new scenery packs and no mission packs. This week on the marketplace, we're seeing 35 new products hit the store, with 17 of those on PC and 18 of those on Xbox. 3 new aircraft were released on the marketplace this week, one being the Piston J3C Cub, and the other one is the SimWorks Kodiak. Both of these are available on PC and Xbox, so if you're an Xbox simmer and you're looking for a quality turboprop, I would highly recommend considering the Kodiak from SimWorks. The third aircraft on the release this week is the India Fox Teco F-35, and this one is only available on PC only. If you got this far in the video, as always, you guys are a bunch of legend aviators. If you're part of the 73% of people that aren't subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way we can let you know when our next video goes live or stream. So if you didn't know, we stream every Wednesday and Sunday at 8 PM GMT plus 10. So if you want to jump along in Microsoft Flight Simulator with a large multiplayer group, please check us out and we'll be there. I'm going to leave you with another Flight Sim video here. Why don't you check that one out, and I will see you over there.